Here we go. Okay, well, welcome tonight, team. I'm so excited you're here. You're in for a treat tonight. We have a friend of mine from Colorado. Her name is Regan Dean. She is a 100 Club National Marketing Director, and her husband is also a National Marketing Director, and they live in Colorado. They are recently empty nesters, and they are just enjoying each other and have taken up recently paddleboarding on some of the lakes there, of course, this summer. So she, like I said, I've met her in the Juice Plus business. She has been with the company since 2003, and she just has some really, really great quotes. So let me just read one of them here. She says, "One of my favorite sayings are, many hands make light work, and the money and the mission have to get married. If you help a lot of people with their health, you will make a lot of money. If you want to make a lot of money, you have to help a lot of people get healthy. It's really a beautiful thing." So she, like I said, lives in Colorado, loves being in nature, and they're recently empty nesters. So she also has been nominated for several of the Elton Awards and has won several of them. So nominated for 12, 24, and 39 Club Member of the Year. And if I'm reading this right, it looks like she also won all of those. So we're not talking about just some average rep here. She, Regan Dean, is absolutely amazing. And I've gotten to know her just through some of our trips with the company and 39 Club. So it really is it's just been a joy to meet her. And I know she'll be on here soon. So let me check in and see if this might be her.
I'm on, Jeanette.
You are, yay! All we see is the JP 90-day game emblem.
Oh, that's really weird. Hold on one second.
It's all right.
Let me sign out and sign back in. I am so sorry. I didn't sign into Mitra's thing, so I will be right back.
We're thrilled. Okay, so like I said, you guys are in for a treat. Thank goodness the recording looks like it's going good and working good, and all your faces look so beautiful. We've just been having an amazing month. We have so many new reps, and I can't believe how many of them do not live in the state of Missouri. Like, I look down my list, and they're all from different states. So pretty exciting. Our mission is really getting deep and wide. One of my favorite little kid songs, right? Deep and wide. So she's going to sign back in. There she is. Let's see, let's unmute her. Okay.
I don't know why it is not turning on my camera. That's so bizarre.
We want to see your pretty face.
I don't know what is going on. I have never had this happen before in my life. It doesn't even give me the option to turn on my camera, which is not good because I need to share my screen and all that kind of stuff.
I know. Okay.
Oh, wait, here. Let me try this. There. Is that work? Oops. There.
Yay!
Yay! Okay, I don't know. I think 3 Zooms in a row.
Yeah, I know. Bless your heart. I so appreciate you doing this. So I've already given you a fabulous introduction. Can't believe all the Elton Award nominations and winning. Empty nester. Yeah, it's just so impressive. So thank you for taking your time to bless our team. And we are all ears, and I think we're all muted. And Regan, we would just love for you to take it away.
Okay, well, I love to have a conversation, so I hope you guys will unmute and interrupt and ask questions and all of that. And I'm going to share my screen really quick. Hopefully this is going to work out just perfect. Can you guys see my screen? Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, but that's not the right one. Hold on, I got to go back to the beginning. Okay. I'm going to talk to you guys tonight about the power of residual income. How's that sound?
Yes.
Okay. So Jeanette asked me to talk to you guys about a couple of things, and one was, how do we earn an income with Juice Plus, and how do we become successful? And I'm really excited to share that with you, because you know what? I think that we want to keep it really simple, because you know what? I want to rename this residual income, which I don't know if a lot of people even identify with what that is, but it's really a lifetime income stream. That's what we have the opportunity to do here. And the more people that you help, the more income you can make. And that is what is so beautiful about what we get to do. And I want to share my story with you. I got started with Juice Plus way back in 2003, so a little over 15 years ago. I came about this very skeptically. I thought this was another vitamin, and I had done 7 other direct sales experiences. So I did not need another experience. So I don't know if any of you guys have ever had any other direct sales experiences, but I thought, oh my gosh, this is probably one of those get rich quick things, and I don't take vitamins, so I wasn't very interested. But when I found out that it was just food, and I saw the research on it, I was also training for a whole bunch of bike races. I was really heavy into cycling, and I had gotten hurt. My daughter's 6-year-old friend tripped me on my skis, blew out my knee, and I was not healing well. And thank God it was my brother who said, you need to come and look at what Juice Plus is. He had asked me for a year, and I kept telling him no. And he happened to catch me on a night that I thought he was asking us out for dinner, and he said, no, I'm gonna pick you up and take you so you can see what you're saying no to. And I put my kids on Juice Plus through the Children's Health Study program at the time, now our Healthy Starts program. And my husband and I's Juice Plus came by default. And what happened was we started to see huge changes in our family's health. And I fell in love with the product. But I remember I had said I'd had those other direct sales experiences. I had signed up as a representative because I knew, based on the other experiences, that I would save money if I just signed up as a rep when I ordered my product. So I was never going to share it with anybody, fell in love with the product, and then I started telling people about it. And about a year later, I didn't do much with it, but about a year later, my check was around $800 a month, because all of my cycling friends were like, well, what are you doing? And I'm like, I don't know. I started taking this Juice Plus stuff, and they'd say, how do I get it? And I go, I don't know, I guess for me. And so I panicked and decided to go to the conference to check out the company, make sure it was legit. And I went there intending to leave. I talked to my friend Ellen into going with me, and I had told her, look, I've been to these things before. It's going to be a big rah-rah session, and when that happens, you and I are going to leave, and then we're going to go, and we're going to go lay out in the sun, drink margaritas, and our husbands will be stuck at home with the kids for the first time. So we went to this conference, and it was that first morning we got trained by Dr. Du Bois and Dr. Sears and Dr. Friedman, Dr. Tolzer and Dr. Titus Duncan. And what I learned there, I came out of that going, oh my gosh, everybody I know needs to know about this Juice Plus stuff, because if one of my girlfriends gets breast cancer, one of their kids gets sick, I'm going to feel terrible that they didn't get to have this in their body like we've had for the last year. So I came home with a mission just to let my friends and family know what Juice Plus was and let them decide for themselves. And, you know, I've carried that through with me all the way for these 15 years of not being attached to whether somebody does or doesn't. I'm not judging. If somebody says no, they're not interested, I'm not going to let that affect me, because you know what? I know that there's waitresses that they ask people if they want coffee, and not everybody drinks coffee either, and it's just, they don't get mad. So I kind of look at it like that. It's kind of silly, but you know, I feel like, you know, the more people that I can get the information into their hands, the more people will have the opportunity to be healthy, and that's part of our mission. And there's always somebody else to talk to. So fast forward, it took me 2 years from there. I became a national marketing director just simply by letting my friends and my family know what Juice Plus was, why I liked it, and let them know that if they wanted to get it, they could get it from me. And I invited them to join that mission because they had a community that I could not touch without them. And I had a whole bunch of girlfriends who joined my team. They had friends that they wanted to tell to. And so that is what started to spread virally. And so I love this slide that says those who truly understand the power of residual income would be willing to climb any mountain to put in front of them for the freedom that waits on the other side. And that is so true, you guys, because at the time, we already lived in our dream house. We were one of those, we had a home building company. My house was almost, well, it was 11,000 square feet. I already drove my dream car. So I was never doing this for the money. But remember, we were in the real estate business. So what happened? We had 9/11, and then we had 2008. And it was our Juice Plus income that kept that safety net around my family and allowed me to still put my kids into private school. I wanted them to go to a Christian high school, and we were able to do that even though we were suffering big time on the real estate side. It allowed me to still have my kids be able to drive their first car, and my daughter to have her dreams of having her horse. And we actually went through a couple of horses. So, since then, it also allowed my husband to be able to have the freedom to be able to go out and rebuild. And now our business there is doing well as well. So we're just so grateful for our Juice Plus business. And I wanted to share a little bit with you too about the difference between regular income versus residual income. When you're in a regular job, which is great, jobs are great, owning your business is great, but that income tends to grow linear versus growing exponentially because it's you and you against the world versus you and many hands make light work. The income stops if you become disabled. Well, guess what? Your income comes in indefinitely as you grow this, whether you get out of bed or not. You become the victim of income chasing versus wealth creation. Your person is financially dependent on their job versus being truly independent. When you can do what you want, when you want, where you want, how you want, with who you want, that's when you truly have that freedom, okay? Maybe you don't have enough time. So, I know with owning our own businesses, we had to put a lot of time into those businesses, which means that we didn't have time to really enjoy as ours, where with this, we have the time to kind of pick and choose when we want to do stuff and how we want to do it. If the work stops in most businesses or most jobs, the income stops versus here, it continues to be created. And I know as with Jeanette's business as well as mine, we've probably got people on our team that don't even know who we are at this point. It's gotten so many people have passed it down that they might hear our name, but they don't really get that they're here because of us. That's really beautiful that many people are sharing without us. And that's something you guys can start the ball rolling and create something that goes on with or without you. It's fabulous. Now I wanted to also show you this, and I hope you guys can see this okay, because I know that when I first started with Juice Plus, I felt like I was putting a lot of time in the beginning when I decided I was actually going to treat this like it was my part-time business and then my full-time business opportunity. And I felt like I was putting in more time than what I got paid. And I want you to think about this instead of thinking of it as trading time for dollars or a job mentality. Think about it as you're laying a foundation, and the bigger the foundation gets, the bigger your building's going to be. You're going to grow this beautiful income over time, and sometime in the future, that's going to flip. However, if you look at this chart, let's say that your check is $200 a month, and maybe you're like, oh, my check's only $200 a month. Well, gosh, you know what? If you could have money in a bank account and it was going to pay you $200 a month at 2%, you would need $120,000 in the bank. Okay? I don't know about you guys, but I don't know many people that have even $120,000 in the bank. Okay? Now, as you move up the marketing plan, maybe you're qualifying your business and you're maybe $500 to $600 a month. You would need $362,000 in the bank at 2%. Okay, and you can kind of see it goes up on how much you would need if you could get more return on your money, but there's not very many people that get that 10% return, right? Unless they're lucky or they're really smart. And for what I'm making with Juice Plus, I would need over $12 million sitting in a bank account to pay me what comes into my mailbox every month, whether I get out of bed or not. So I hope that makes sense. Okay, So here's how you do it. Okay, so I got some great advice from, it was actually a training I went to in the beginning from Jeff Roberti, and he said, go wide fast and duplicate that. And the reason is because remember I said many hands make light work? Well, if you invited 3 people that joined your team, okay, and they invited 3, just even 5 people down from that, you'd have 243 people on your team, okay? Now, if you had 5, you go down 5, it's 3,125. But if you went 10, you would have over 100,000 people that were working on your team, okay? And so the more the better, right? And you can see how you want to move past the people that are doing a little, like you want to be really grateful for every single person that joins your team. And something that I teach my team is give people a license to share. Invite people. If you've got people that you're talking to about getting healthy, well, they probably have some people that they know that have the same problems that they have. And would they be willing to be a resource for those people? So you want to invite them to be a resource for those people and invite them to say, look, you know what? You can be a resource. Just join our team and help me share this. And you'll be surprised how many people will do that. Now, some of those people that come onto your team will do a little, and some of those people will do a lot. And what I have found is that it's about 1 out of 10. So, but you know what? The ones that just wanted to do a little bit, I have very rarely had any of them that didn't share with at least one other person because I gave them a license to share, whether it was their husband or their mom or whatever. Okay, so, don't trip over millions to pick up pennies, you guys. Give people the opportunity to do a little or a lot and invite them to join your team. Okay, so if you duplicate qualifiers, okay, this is when you qualify your business. That means you have 1,000 points per month that is coming into your volume every single month. That's what's getting billed out. Those are your PDC points. And if you qualify your business, which means that you've got those 1,000 points, which is around 20 orders, honestly, is 20 orders, you're going to make an average of $500 a month. Now, if you've invited some people onto your team, and let's say you have 3 people somewhere in your organization that also have that qualified customer base built, that's $1,250 a month on average in our company. That duplicates more. You have 12 people anywhere in the organization, $40,000 a year. Now we're talking, right? 24 clubs around $60,000 a year, and 39 clubs around $120,000 a year, and then 100 club averages $300,000 a year. Not too bad. And remember, that's that lifetime income stream. Our national marketing directors, just so you guys know, average a 6-figure income in our company. Now, if you're looking to kind of move up the marketing plan, if you're at 3 club, what I have found almost always, if somebody hits 3 club, they're 3 to 6 club, they're going to be around senior sales coordinator. 12 club is almost always qualifying national marketing director. I don't know anybody that hit 24 club that didn't also make national marketing director. And then, of course, you get into the financial freedoms, which is the 39 club and the 100 club income. So, I have something that I have on my board behind me that I wrote up here at the beginning of the year, and that was, to keep the main thing the main thing. I think that we can all get caught up in too much focusing on we're not this, we're not that, we're not skinny enough, we're not smart enough, we're not whatever, okay? And I think the thing we want to do is instead of shining the light on us, we want to turn that around and shine it out on other people and go, who's next? Who can I bless? Who can I be a resource for? And who can I connect the information to so that they can make their own decision and decide for themselves, right? So we're not, yes, do we sell Juice Plus? Yes, we do. But really what we're doing is selling the information and letting people decide for themselves. If you can just get the information to people's hands, typically they are going to make the decision to want to be healthy. And then again, you want to embrace the mission and give others a license to share, invite them to share with people that they love and care for. And, if they touch their mom or their husband or a friend, those are people that you could not touch without them. And then we kind of go back to, what would you need in the bank? Again, the more people you help, the more that you're going to earn, the more lifetime income stream that you're going to make. So, but I also want to invite you to come to our Tampa conference. And the reason is that I would not be here if I had not gone to that conference. It would have never happened. I would have quit long before I caught this vision. And I will tell you that if you are somebody that has not come to conference, or maybe you don't come consistently to conference, it's really important. I've never missed a conference since I started going to conference, because I feel like we pour out the love, we pour out for 6 months. And I can always tell I'm ready for conference, because now when somebody tells me no, I'm starting to get like, And so I go there and I get reminded of all of the amazing people that are on this mission with me, and all of the reason why I'm here, that I have the ability to make a difference in the lives of thousands and thousands of people. And we have made the difference because we shared with our friend, and we shared with our husband, and we shared with our mom. Those people have turned around and done the same thing, and we've been able to create an amazing life. But we've also been able to get so many people healthy and create this financial freedom for so many people that they wouldn't have had that without us. So that's kind of what I had to share. And let me see, you guys still see my screen, or are you guys done? Can you
We
not?
see you now.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So I'm here to answer any questions.
Yeah, incredible. Okay, you guys can absolutely unmute yourselves. Thank goodness I had that recorded. I mean, that was some powerful 20 minutes. I don't know about you guys, but that made so much sense. And I can't believe you did 7 other businesses. So,
Yeah.
so you were looking for something to do. You were looking for something for yourself. I mean, like joining 7 things.
Yeah, they always come along somehow, right? You get talked into them. And my husband and I actually built Amway for 5 years and never made any money. Wow. And it was actually their conference. And I don't want to knock them. They were we have Amway to thank for our business model, actually. But they were a great idea when you lived out in the country and there was no Costco or any of that. But it got to be kind of crazy. And, I was working with people I didn't really want to work with there, and people were hanging their last hope on me. And then I dragged my husband to a conference, and he said, if you think I'm going to wear those polyester pants, you got another thing coming. And it was the end of it. And we had, a basement filled with extra toilet paper, and it was a buyer's club. So it was much different than here. And, I did a whole bunch of them. I did Herbalife, and, I just never found the right one. And again, all of those companies I was with, they were all great products. But the difference is this one allowed me to really make a difference in life. So I don't think of us as just selling a product. I think that we're selling hope. I think we're selling life and the ability to touch thousands of lives and, change children's futures, help sick people feel better or go through a transition to where they have more energy. I mean, it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
It's amazing that we get to do this.
Yeah, it's history. I mean, there's no doubt about it. History in the making. Okay, I would love for you guys, somebody's got to have a question for this brilliant entrepreneur. She is over the top. I just am like blown away at how simple and beautiful you said all that. Okay, so ready, unmute. Who's got a question? Or a comment?
Yeah, don't be shy.
Well, I love that. That was absolutely amazing. My name's Julie. I had a rep ask me today, and I want to ask you this question because you said in the beginning, you do a lot of work and maybe your paycheck hasn't caught up yet with your work. So what did you do to kind of get through those days? Did you have a favorite book? Did you have a favorite mentor? What could you share to keep I'm sure you plugged into that daily, but kind of if you could remember back to those days.
Julie, thank you. It's such a great question because I do think we get so caught up in our head. And I think that we really need to be thinking, instead of thinking about us, we need to be thinking about who's next and who's, and if you keep going. Now, I got some really great advice from Jennifer Myers, who is one of my national marketing directors. And she said, Regan, you can't build this in spurts. you have to have consistency. And I think when people hear that, they think that they've got to be like, go, 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 go all the time. And it doesn't mean that. It means that you touch your business every day. And you've got seasons. You know, every business goes like this, but hopefully yours is going like this, right? You're going to have your ups and your downs. And when you're up and it feels like you got the Midas touch, you put the pedal to the metal. And when you feel like you're getting those no's, you just have to know and trust that it doesn't go yes, no, yes, no. It goes yes, 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 yes. And it goes no, 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 no. And then it goes yes, 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 yes. So you just have to get through those phases, but you have to remember that you are headed the right direction. And as long as you know where you're going, you keep going and you keep blessing more people. And you just need to know that not everybody's going to say yes, it's okay, but there are people that are waiting for you to talk to them. As far as books, I'm a huge Tony Robbins fan. I listen to Tony Robbins almost every day. I've gone to almost all of his seminars. My husband and I spent a lot of money doing that. It changed our life. And just, again, the reason why I think that works is he really helps focus on what can I do to contribute to society versus what do I need to do to achieve. And so remember, I think the other reason why I think I did well early on is because I wasn't worried about the money. And to this day, I know you guys are going to die when you hear this. It kills my husband. I still don't look at my paycheck ever. It goes into my bank account. I know it's there, but I don't go in and check because I don't do it for the money. But it's gotten bigger all the time. And so the one time I did really look at it is after I went national marketing director, I went in there and went, oh my gosh, I have a lot of money in here. And I went and bought our family a boat. So, you know, that was kind of my reward. I'm not going to look until I get to national marketing director. So I know money's in there, but, you know, you got to do it for the right reasons, and that's to go bless people. And the money will come. You guys see national marketing directors go across the stage every single conference. None of them are overly special. They're all just people that cared about other people. And so you just got to keep doing that. So I would say, to answer your question, is you do whatever it takes to keep your brain in the right spot. And stay away from achieveritis, where you are totally judging yourself on whether you're good enough or you're not. You know, go to Jeanette and have her coach you if you need on your PVC report or whatever, but don't look at it so much that you're judging whether you are great at this or you're bad at this. If you're out talking to people and you're sharing the information, you're good at this. That's just the way it is. What else?
Okay, I'll ask one.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Amy. So I'm just getting started really slowly, but like when people's orders, obviously you want them to kind of sign up the same month they place an order, so it counts for them. But I also have a hard time of balancing, like, here's info about the products, and then they're like, oh yeah, that sounds great, and then not completely overwhelming them by like instantly asking them like, do you want to join the business? Like, I don't know where the fine balance is in, you know, encouraging them to share it without like overwhelming them completely.
Yeah. So we don't need to overwhelm people, but so if you've done a good job, if you know why they are getting on the product, you know what their pain is, right? Just ask a question like, well, I don't know, give me an example of who you just signed up on a product.
The most recent one was my cousin, and her daughter she's on Marilax daily and has had issues every day since she was like 2 and she's 6.
Okay. So I would ask her and say, gosh, I bet you that's really frustrating. And I bet you know other moms that are pulling their hair out trying to get their kids healthy as well. Am I right? Yes.
Okay.
Look, I couldn't help those moms unless you help me share this with them. Would you be willing to be a resource for these moms and share the information with them?
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's just asking them if they're willing to also then kind of pass it on, you know, and then I don't care who they are, unless they're like my 89-year-old grandmother. Okay. Every single person that signs up on the product, I say that to. And I always say to them, look, you know, I don't know if this would be for you or not, but you can be a resource for those people. And we even have a bonus, $100 bonus if you share with 2 other people that I couldn't touch without you as a thank you for helping them get healthy. And then if I say it's $50, you're going to get more than that back on your own order over the year. And then of course you're going to also get retail sales profit and other bonuses that are available. And the only thing that I require for getting you started is that I need to have a getting started call with you so I can show you what you can do with this, and you can decide what you want to do with this. And so before I sign them up, I have an appointment on my calendar for that call, which is within 2 days.
Okay.
And then, they may be casual. So for example, I signed up 2 people last week. One of them is a gal who she works these terrible swing shifts. She's a nurse. She's a single mama. She needs the money, and she's got a huge heart. And I don't know what she's going to do with it, but this is going to be great for her if I can paint a vision for her. The other one, she's a chiropractor's wife. She was on my team before. She's kind of whatever. She likes to take care of her own orders. She may share with somebody, but because I got her back on the team, she said, I'm going to up my order and include my husband, which she'd never done before. So that's 100% for me. I mean, it's great that she shared with her husband, but from the business perspective, that's 100% more volume coming into our organization. And that's one more person that's going to have a great experience because we got them on the product.
Okay.
So I don't know. I don't think she'll probably do a whole lot, but I don't know. But she still has a getting started call, and we're still going to say, look, here's something you could do with it, just so you know, and you can decide what you want. Most of them will opt up. You'll be surprised.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
And I don't go through a whole bunch of stuff. Like when we do our getting started call, I help them get their banking set up and do their website and kind of show them just maybe up to sales coordinator. And then I tell them, don't even worry about the virtual office for now that we're all set up. When you have somebody who wants to get started, I'll walk you through putting your first order in. So we're done. Like I want them just to go have a great experience and be excited about sharing it, not overwhelmed with all of these details. Like we don't need to teach them that. They can learn it as they go.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Amazing. Okay, is there anything else? Time is ticking, and I know this is her 3rd Zoom tonight, and we so appreciate you. But is there any last minute? I want you guys to all unmute yourself because, of course, you've got to say thank you. But is there any other last minute question?
I don't mind staying on if you have one. Don't be shy. I love helping you guys.
I just love the waitress and do you want coffee comparison. That's all. I thought that was great.
Thank you.
I love that there's always going to be somebody else to talk to, which, we get so caught up in that no. And then you're like, wait a minute, why am I letting that person slow me down from, changing my future and changing other people's future? Well, you said a lot of great things that I love. Okay, can you guys go ahead and unmute yourselves? And I'll take, unmute all.
That was awesome. Thank you so much.
Well,
Thank you,
Thank you, Regan.
Thank you.
Thank you guys, and thank you, Jeanette, for asking me. You guys are an amazing lead team here.
Super helpful.
And I can't wait to see you and give you a huge hug next week. I mean, this week.
Yeah, like in a couple days.
Yeah.
And I just want to tell you that this probably is going to go down in Legacy Peak history. It's one of our greatest Zoom trainings ever. So bravo.
Thank you.
Absolutely amazing. And I guess I'll see you on Thursday.
All right. You guys have a good rest of your week. Go get them.
Thanks, guys, for being on.
Thanks.
Have a great week. Talk to everybody soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Regan.
Thank you.